and welcome everyone to Touhou Puppet Dance Performance Shard of Dreams. I am your host Balance Hydra, and welcome to my den. So, with the announcement of Generation 10, I figured why not to go ahead and retouch one of the fan games that certainly helped create one of the fan games based on Pokemon, though this takes place in the world of Touhou. That's fine, we're starting fresh anyway. What are you talking about? It's time to get up. It's only 8 p.m. Everything's already closed anyway. Good night. Sleepy, and I need caffeine. I didn't ask for your name, but thank you for that all the same. I may have heard a few things. Damn it, so much for my clever commentary. Oh, you mean like those coins you find under the couch? Under the couch. Hooked? Not quite sure that's the verb I'd use. You're going to ask even if I said no, aren't you? Now, traditionally, I would be playing as the male, but this is a Touhou game, and there are no males in Touhou, so this time around, yeah, it has to be as a girl. Again, there are no males in Touhou. Come on, you really had to ask? Oh, only 10, huh? Alright. That's correct. Pretty! Seriously? Of all the adjectives you could use, you choose that one. I didn't ask. That's a loaded question, isn't it? Alright. Welcome to life. You never have enough time. Now, this does take place in Japan, so buses can be rather sparse. But I got 3 hours anyway, so I just just take in the scenery. Hold on, spirited away there does at times comes with negative connotations. You sure that's a good place to fall asleep? You tell me. I just got here. So, one of the things I actually would like to point out in this game is, look at the reflection on the water. Some developers pretty much just don't bother. The fact that Focus Lens, the developers of this game, even bothered to point in reflection, just goes to show just how focused they are on the details. Which is always a nice plus. Yeah, what is it? Most likely a different world. Nothing inside. Now. Yeah. Well, especially considering that I'm stuck here for the next 3 hours anyway. I've dabbled in this, So, this is definitely a Pokemon-like, or rather a creature collection, but I don't want to use the term creature collection, yeah, considering it would be correct considering for the most part you're collecting yokai. But the thing about Touhou is that it's effectively all but one are waifus. So there's one waifu for every type. Now, this game, unlike other Pokemon games in which you only have a set starter trio, in this game, you can effectively start whichever one you want, ranging from the original Touhou all the way back from the PC-98 era to as it came out with the Shard of Drain expansions. This covers effectively the whole cast up to and including, if I'm not mistaken, Touhou 15.5, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it Touhou 15? Sumereko Samoshiso was from the fighting games. Though, I'm not quite sure if that's a 15.5 or 14. Or was it 13? Doesn't matter. There is a mod out there that pretty much does add additional Touhou characters all the way to Touhou 18, though that mod hasn't been updated to include the ones in Touhou 19 and 20. That's right, Touhou has now reached the 20s. Now granted, it's a bullet hell. So basically it's not like you're making an 80-hour epic fantasy like Final Fantasy. That being said, I have a lot of options on who my starter would be. However, this still is a Touhou game at the end of the day, so I'm starting with the main girl herself, Reimu Hakurei. Wait, what? Hold on. Before... right. There we go, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure all the keybinds were... And... Alright, now that that's taken care of... Hey, get over here! Gensokyo accepts all. This is a rather cruel statement. What? Mhm. I'm sorry, and you are? Hopefully that's not a derogatory term. Just like that. So, it is exactly as it looks like. It's Pokemon. Oh. Alright, I'll take that. It is scripted, so you can't completely knock out your intro fight. Puppet use heart. It's rather effective. Do I want to? Nah, not particularly. More like she tamed me. Probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I am the protag of this game, so I probably do have access to special and unique powers. Oh! It's the same shrine as before, and in better condition. Well, at least you're honest. Sanai, huh? Wait, you mean those Spirited Away stories are true? You would figure that if it's happening all over the place, there would have been clues that's been discovered by now. What do you mean this spring? March has barely begun. Yeah, about that. One of the puppets had actually found its way outside. Wait, you mean I'm stuck here? Speak of the Shrine Maiden, and she appears. Wait, do you mean to tell me other people here got isekai'd into this place? Did they all get smushed by Trollkun? I did try to help, but don't you think that's supposed to be up to me to decide whether or not I want to reveal that kind of information just yet? Alright. Yeah? Please don't get... I'm sitting here watching from a grumpy sourpuss to smiling like you just got offered a sweet treat. Mood swing much? If that was really the case, why isn't you have insulted yet? Wait, there are sunglasses in Gensokyo? I mean, what else am I going to do rather than just sit on my ass and do nothing? Yeah, what about her? How nice! You actually get to save before your first trainer battle. And she's much more polite than Gary. AKA douchebag McFuckface. Let's do this. And of course, when it comes to the first turn, just spam your attack. I would hope so. I am the pro tech of this game, so I have to come in handy. Throwing off your boomer side to the Sanai if you're calling me a normie. Well, it's a start. A village does sound nice. Certainly better than probably, try to just squat over at here at the shrine. The owner of it may just literally kick me out. So in Touhou, it plays just like Pokemon. You got attack, though rather than you got focus attack, focus defense, special spread attack, and spread defense. You see, in Pokemon you got attack and special. Here it's focus and spread. But it's effectively just a 1-for-1 with different name. Speed and... Now, PP is actually... is pretty much something that you build up as you battle. Because the way how things works is that if you go edit, reinforce stats, believe it or not, current PP, 3 of them. I could actually use a point and invest in whatever stats I want. Though I'm going to hold up for the time being. Yeah, on spending to boost the stats, if only for one very simple reason. You see, in this game, we don't have traditional evolutions per se. Instead, you get style changes that unlocks it when a puppet reaches level 30. And that may very well change both their stats and their typings. Another thing you can use PP for is to acquire skills. Right now it's empty, but as you level up, this is going to start filling out. Skills cards are effectively your TMs. You see all those S's? The advantage of starting, picking your starter is that you start with perfect individual values or IVs across the board. It has no weaknesses. Emblem is this game's nature, though unlike in Pokemon, only a stat goes up, but there is no downside. So with Red, I actually get a bonus to focus attacks. Now before I proceed, I'm gonna have to do what every video game pro tag does. Rob everyone blind. Yes. That was a Yeah, probably. Best to go ahead. And of course, there are definitely not Pokeballs lying about. Now, the reason why I say search every nook and cranny and rob people blind is that, well, you just saw it right there. There are items hidden everywhere. Anything in here? No. Blinding orb, that's nice. Hold on just a moment. Let me just... Alright, that's a little better for me. It was starting to get a bit loud for me. Before the incident, I was the Shrine of the Mortar Shrine on Yokai, aka Reimu's rival. Nah. Speaking from experience? Alright. Leave and head west. What is it? AKA, you're definitely not Pokeballs. You just read from a pamphlet and now I'm already an expert. Alright, now we can finally... Oh, a turtle chilling in the pond. How nice. And of course, like in Pokemon, there are wild encounters in the grass. Which means it's time to collect them all. So, this is how you go about. No? You use a seal thread on a puppet. You see that red circle? That means it's right for capture. Now all you gotta do is reduce its HP to 0. So no need for false swipe in this game, because in order to capture a puppet, you're just gonna beat it up. No, that won't be necessary. Hold on. That reminds me. There we go. Wanted to swap positions. Give me a moment. So, this game, just like in Pokemon, definitely has types and puppets in it depending on where you are. I already have effectively a little guide here on the where it tells me what puppets I could find in each location. And here comes the boring part. I'm gonna try to collect one of every type. You don't need to worry about IVs or anything in this game. For now, just go ahead and collect them. No, that won't be necessary. So, of course, like in Pokemon, every puppet, or rather, everyone has its own typings. Like, for example, for the illusions, it's not the one-for-one, though the closest thing I would think in Pokemon terms is normal Psychic, or Psychic. There are no fairy types. Nature, believe it or not, is actually an amalgamation of both grass and bug. There are no bug types. They just melded into one. And wind, well, it's flying. Alright, so green actually boosts the speed. Alright, that's always nice. And blue boosts focus defense. Wait, what? Alright, alright. Wait a minute. Alright, so that's 2, and there are 5. So, EXP share is always on and there's no turning it off, so it's very easy to have a stupidly overleveled puppets. After every fight, what you get items like Magical Fragment and as well as PP. In order to build up PP, you're just gonna win fights. So it would be theoretically possible to farm all the way to... I think the limit is 999 PP, though don't quote me on that. And you can do it all by beating up a bunch of wild puppets, which is always nice. Now, what does the magical fragment do? Well, oh. Hello, Lily. Oh, thank goodness. Whoop, my bad. That won't be necessary. Alright. Of course, like in Pokemon, you get new moves as you level up. However, you don't get as do you want to swap, yeah. It doesn't add it right away. What you do is that you go to acquire skill, and there you have all your abilities are going to be listed here. And it does come with a PP cost. Now I just went from 24 to 21 PP, but I now effectively have my very first move. My third move. Like in Pokemon, you don't want to have moves that matches their types. Considering that she's Dream, Reimu is Dream Illusion. Wait, is she? No, it's Void Illusion. So Dream moves is pointless. But the Illusion Bullets is a stat move, whereas Yin Energy is just basic. They are effectively... Ah, there we go. That's the fourth one. Hold on. I'm not taking any chances here. Right, so Silphrid, it doesn't have a 100%. There, now it worked. Fine. And of course, when you capture a new puppet, they come in fully rested. Earth Steel! Steelix! I just got a Steelix! Alright, what about stats? I've seen worse, but I've also seen it should prevent them from. Right. So Vigilant Watch. Basically, this is a fuck you to all those who likes to evade, who likes to focus on evasion defense. But for now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's one more I'm still missing here in this tall grass. It'll just be quicker if I were to just run. Though this last one I'm searching for is the rare spawn of the area. Well, go ahead and go grab a drink or something. We may be here for a while. The puppet I'm looking for only has a 5% spawn rate. In short, I have to roll a nat 20. Hello, Angel Cruces, and welcome to the stream. So how's it going? Well, if things weren't going okay, I wouldn't be streaming now, right now would I? No. So, right now I'm trying to go ahead and get the rare puppet, which only has a 5% chance to appear, so this may take a while. Grab a drink or whatever it is you like to do. And this is actually my first time to try to complete this game. And the reason why I'm playing this is, well, with the announcement of Pokemon Winds and Waves, I figured, why not go ahead and knock this off of the to-do list. Now, for clarification, this is a vanilla run, no mods. And obviously you can tell who I picked as my starter. Yeah, but fair warning, the new... if by full time, I have a schedule. And basically, I'll be streaming every... sorry, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern. Full time? I'm not doing this for the viewership or anything. I'm doing this more for fun. As well as to build effectively a giant video archive of games I've played. Yeah, there's no point in going to full-time, considering that, at the end of the day, this is more of a hobby than it is than a straight-up job. And, thank you for this... for following. I've been getting that a lot ever since I started streaming, and I'd appreciate the offer, but I kind of already have... Well, actually, you know what? I probably would be willing to see what you have to offer. Though, go ahead and leave your Discord name or here on the chat, and I'll go ahead and add you when the stream is over. Yeah, I'm sorry, but as for Instagram, I just keep that for personal reasons, and I don't want to go ahead and and then mix up my personal life with my streaming. No offense. I do apologize if there's no progress. Yeah. That's the thing about spawn rates. A 5% chance means that you may be here for a while. There you are! I'm not taking any chances. I'm using the thread right now. That won't be... Alright, go ahead and use your recovery Discord to me. Give me your recovery Discord and we can talk at that point. Alright. And with that, those are the 5 puppets that you can find. Though, I'm... Still, one thing I don't get is, why on earth do we effectively have 2 Steel Earth types right at the very beginning of the game? I mean, I get you're trying to be consistent with how it is in the lore of Touhou, but sometimes you also have to think gameplay first. Oh, yeah. Alright, Sukuna, you go. Sorry, Nazrin, but I'm gonna have to box you. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Angel. You know, I already got a void type. Having a second one would be a bit redundant. I try to go ahead and avoid overlapping types when playing effectively Pokemon-like games. Alright, now that I have all the puppets here in Route 1. Time to save. And time to go and bully the other trainers. Is there anything up here? No. Fujiwara Senbei, huh? Sure. Here you go. One suit, that means ice meat. Oh, no, there are more people. Alright, thanks for the heads up. Is there anything down here? Yep. Huh. So nice. Sorry, Nazareth, but you have to go down. Alright, thanks for the heads up, Angel. This you could use. Fellow newbie, huh? Yeah, I make no promises I'm not gonna bully you. Oh, that's right. Void types are immune to illusion types. I forgot about that. Alright. And this is your definitely not Pokemon Center. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll rest up. No, I'm actually here to sell some stuff. Such as... So the way how money works in this game is that you don't get money at all by defeating puppets, whether it be wild or trainer owned. Instead, you get them by selling items. Like handheld console, aka legally distinct Game Boy Advance. That's right, it is the same. Same icon and everything. You know what? I'm gonna hold on to those magical fragments. Oh, beam now. There we go. You can never have too many steel threads. Which is actually kind of ironic. But before I proceed, remember what I said about searching every nook and cranny? Some puppets are found in objects. Okay, I know what nickname I'm giving you. Yes. Yes, I will give her a nickname. Henceforth, you shall be known as... Ass Shaker! So why they give her a nickname? She literally shook her butt at me, and I got poisoned because of it. So, she has to go through the entire game with such a derogatory term. And of course, she's a poison type. And I believe that is all the puppets technically here in the road. At least in this area. Now, time to go ahead and... That is a lot of chance. Let's keep... Now this time I will go ahead and be finding all the others. Alright, that's the recap, the one I just used. Oh, Shizuha. Hello, Minoriko. And there you go. A whole bunch of levels up. Now time to update the movesets. Acquire skill. There's. There we go. Focus, but wait, what's her? Damn it. This thing uses focus, her first stab move, and I can't even use it because it doesn't have the focus attack as her weakest stat. Damn it. What about Shen? Alright, you at the very least use spread attack. Alright, which is your best stat. Cool, cool. Again, I am just completely blown away by the developers of putting in a reflection on the water surface. This it's still the small stuff like this that really makes a game stand out. So, anything over here? Ah. That's right. Anything else? No? Alright. Alright, thank you for that, Angel. Wait. Up next is the human village. Which means I'm actually gonna do just a wee bit of farming. You know what? Shen wanted to go ahead and take the lead. Wait, hold on. No. Everyone's already level 5 up. Never mind, we can proceed. That's a pretty big ouch. Literally. Follow your own advice, why don't you? Doesn't everyone nowadays? Rude much? And here we are at the human village. And of course, you see this red? This is where you rest up. Let me just look up what lies here in the human village. Where is it? Alright, human village. Alright, there's definitely a fair amount of puppets. Even small towns like this has puppets in them. So, that's not that old. I'm trying to complete the decks after all. So, hello, Kene-sensei. Alright. Do I risk it? Please, please, please. Ah! Fudge! The one thing I didn't want to happen. Yeah, get you. So this is how I play Pokemon. I battle, I rest up, and then I go back. Is it cheesy? Yes, it is. See how much I care. Hello, Seki. That's right. She has no naps. Boost. Thank you for that. No, that won't be necessary. Alright, dark type, that's all nice. When hit by dark, nether, or poison types, speed is raised. A bit too conditional. Sure, it may come in handy when creating an invasion tank, but... Now, if I'm not mistaken, there are 5 in the grass. Hello, Akiyu! Oh man, for a moment there, I was afraid that. Figures. So, threats in this game does have a percentage base, a chance of failing. There, that's better. Oh, are we speed it? No, won't be necessary. You know what? Shen, go ahead and take a break. Come on, Reimu, let's farm some more puppets. Would it work? Oh, it does. Alright, perfect, perfect. Acquire skills. There is a 20% chance to raise. And you know what? I ain't gonna say no to some coverage. No, no. The Ripper. I'm sorry, is your name Jack? Yep. Purple Smog, aka Poison Sting. Ooh. There we go. 55 power for... Not bad. Not bad. 60 power is nice, but 95 accuracy. Alright. 61 Hydra with no downside. That's nice. 50. What are your stats, Rainbow? 20. Yeah, this is what I hate about the evasion tanks. Well, no, correction. This is what I hate when I have to take on evasion tanks. I am not above abusing that. And there we go. I'm not taking any chances this time. Again? Dude. Ah, crap. You overdid it there, Kane. Well, that was ugly. Really? Are you really such a sore loser that you would lecture to me after I kicked your ass? That was way too hard than it has any right to be. Alright, so I got Kane, second Bonky, Aku. Now there's two more left in the grass. Hold on. You know what? I don't need to farm the others for now. There you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the rare spawn. 5%. Damn it. Wait, what? Oh god, you're gonna be a... Ugh, jeez, man. Speed. Oh, thank goodness. It's about time I her evasion. Not yet. Now, there's one more here in the grass. No, that won't be necessary. They're not the one I'm after anyway. Come on. There you go, Kosuzu. Damn it. They're too strong for this. Alright, I'll rest up, see if I got anything to sell, and restock on Freds. Gold dust, yes please. A copper coin. And a watch. Just wait, I'm gonna be here for another 10 minutes and try to re-get the Kosuzu to show up. Oh, alright, I guess I didn't have to wait 10 minutes. Well, I'm not taking any chances. Use his good luck. Focus. Moody, not exactly the most reliable of passives, of abilities, considering that. Alright. That's Kane, Sakibaki. Akio. There's just one more puppet left, but it's not in the grass. The kid. Yes, please. More friends, please. You can never have too many. Indeed. But now, there's just one more spot left to go. That's right, even Wells. And there we go, we have our very own Bucket Girl. Right? No, I'm not gonna give her a name. The only reason why I give her the other one that name is because she shook her ass at me and I wanted a poison because of it. But now that I have all the puppets in the area, it's time to move on with the plot. Wait, what is it you heard about me? Hello, I'm Hydra. Wait, what? I haven't even been here for 2 hours and already people know about me. What about it? Indeed, you're only treating the symptom, not the root cause. Hmm? Suspicious individuals, huh? Suspicious indeed. Well, there's a reason why I went out of my way to grab this one. I'm about to take on this game's versions of the evil organization. Is there anything in here? No? What about here? Again. Search everything. Rob everyone blind. Now what do we do? They're not doing a very good job hiding, you know. Well, so much for camaraderie. No, I won't freeze. That's right. My character starts with toxic. Alright, I'll take that crit. Now, the reason why I went out of my way to grab this one is, believe it or not, unlike in Pokemon, poison is effective against water. In this game, there are no ice types. It's been alchemated into water. That could... Dude, you lost it? You're still buzzing me around. Alright. Now, we're going to heal up. Anything here? No? No? Alright. There you are. And now it's your turn to get ditched. Cyrano? No. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to win this. Even... That's gonna help you. This is a focus attack. Hey, don't beat yourself up to it. I deliberately exploited weaknesses. Speaking of, you learned a new move. We'll always make... Alright. Now, who's next? Wait. You stand out. Alright. Who's my next victim? No, not happening. So, one thing that I've noticed is that the starter of it... Yeah. Of the new ones is always the final... is a puppet version of the previous. So, I beat up Daiose last, and now... Reiko starts with a Daiose puppet. Okay. Good try. What? Oh. Even if you were to stack defenses, or rather evasion, once they're poisoned, they're screwed. Okay. How was it? Simple. You weren't. No. Here we go. Oh? A poison typo with a whole, with a light ability. You know what? I'll take it. More type coverage is always nice. Anything here? Thank you. No, I don't think. Yeah. This must be the farming area. I'll take that, thank you very much. Nope. Well, that turned out rather nicely. Now, here's something this game does a bit differently from Pokemon. Some status ailments can be double up. I'll take that. Nope. I'm just gonna race up and chase down that last yokai. Wait. For this one, I think I'm actually going to start off with Rain. If a parry resistance is enough for it to go ahead and get you this frustrated, then quite frankly, they don't have a whole lot to offer. A full two? No, not quite, but still close enough. Look, Angel, I'm playing right now. I'm not going to touch any requests on Discord just yet. Wait until after I'm done streaming. Alright, so... the offensive tricks just straight up offense. And there we have it. What was again? Oh, right. Report. Report to whom? Oh, Aku. Yeah, pretty much. Indeed. Susanon. Book rental. You mean like a library? Alright. Yes, please. That's right. Boats rent. Nope. That's a rule of three. Once this happens, twice is a coincidence, thrice is a pattern. A Yomoboke? Hello, miss. By the way, you got a feather on your head. What? I just did not even 5 minutes ago, and now I'm all ready to talk up the town? There really is someone else, is there? Oh, Aku, did you need something? Oh, by the way, Aku, you got a feather on your head. What? Clearly. Rumored of... That Joan is in to Mimi no Miko's possession. Yes, that. Yeah, Toyosa Tomimi. Alright. So, what's your angle in all this? Alright. Let me just save, and are we on time? You know what? Let's go ahead and take a small break. So, I'll see you all in a few. welcome back. So, we pretty much beat up at the rival faction, and now we're off to the mausoleum to pick up a Yomo book, which may or may not contain information on this whole puppet outbreak. And if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's right. Before I go, let me just do a quick swap. Let me head back to the, definitely not Pokemon Center. Yes, Dark Fire. And Pure Dark. There we go. Dark. This is a pretty nice mixture of types. It's Pure Steel, Void Fight, Void Fighting. Now, down, and down we go. And this is route 3. Alright, let me just pull up the information. Route 3. Alright, thanks for the info. And that's a cute callback to the name of the game. So, Void Fighting. I mean, this is puppet dance performance, so if you want to make them dance. Oh, hello, Raiko. Wait, you're actually at the 5%. No, that won't be necessary. Alright, that's good, that's good. Will-O-Wisp. Nice. But that's not all that you got, is it? Wait. Wait, is that you? Do re mi. No? You know what? Sukuna, why don't you go ahead and enjoy some time in the spotlight? Wow, I haven't seen you since the days of the PC-98 era. What? Oh, God. Figures. Ow, that hurt! Alright, I'm not taking any chances. No. I'm actually gonna go back to town. I am not going to leave my puppets at low health. Sure, I have items, but I'd much rather use that when I don't have the convenience of going back to a town like this. And that is the other 5% respond. No, that won't be necessary. Alright, Noremu, what did you get? Supernatural blocks all damage from the full stacks. It's protect. You can protect at this stage of the game. Yeah, I'll take that. Ben, how nice. Please don't be too much. Thank you. Won't be necessary. Alright, Sukuna, you've definitely seen enough. You're a little too low. You know what? Shen, why don't you go ahead and join in on the fun? Yeah. Also, I'll buy... Can I go back into town? Alright. But before that, I'll just... Yeah, Hakugyo, Gyuru Dango. Sorry if I butchered that. Alright. You know what? I'll keep on going for a little while yet. That's right. You see, that one was a sound type. I'm not quite sure there's a one for one in Pokemon, but sound is, but wind, or rather flying, is actually strong against sound. I'll keep on going until we consume it to death. There you are. Alright, I believe that's the last one in the grass. Oh, right. for that. Oh. Not yet. There we go. That might be the one I'm searching. Hello, Wriggle. I'm not going to take any chances. This isn't effectively a cross-up against a flying. Alright. And that is the last one for this area. Now I'm just going to rest up, and then I'm gonna go and proceed to the mausoleum and the Murin Temple. Alright, Reimu, let's get to some exercise. It feels so bushy. I think I'll pass. Right, so one of the things I mentioned is that previously forgotten move can be relearned here as well. Which is definitely a nice quality of life. Oh. Oh. Being able to cut an HP in half. Do you have any idea just how bloody useful that would be against Blissey and other high HP? Let me just rearrange the... No. There we go. The two stamps are up front. Anything over here? No? Alright. How about over here? The water is calm. And wet. Ah, clever. I'm done. Well, do it his own. There we go. If you're looking for puppets, you may want to go into the grass. Hey. Hold on. Alright, so what did you learn? Base? Oh, that sounds mighty evil. Being able to flip buffs and debuffs? Oh god, that actually sounds pretty awesome. Can you imagine? Pretty much a setup with, like, say, a bunch of quiver dance only for that to turn it around. Here we go, the attacks are here. Anything over here? No? There's... Master Hydra treats both humans and yokai equally. Why not? Welcome to Muren Temple. Are we on time? We still got some time left. Watch out for the graveyard. The yokai are competing to prey on the people. Now, don't let all the cutesy art fool you. Gensokyo is a place of monsters. You got monsters of every variety, and none to be trifled with. It says, I'm currently absent. Please make yourself at home. Alright, that's actually rather nice. Anything here? That's closed. That's closed as well. And with a new area also means new puppets. So let me just find some wild grass. No. Yeah, I'll take that. of liquors or meat. There we go, there's the grass. Unfortunately, it's not so black and white. Alright. I already have you. Ichiden. Alright, if you're... No, won't be necessary. Alright, Daiose, what did you learn? Heals the part of all status ailments. Alright, that actually would make up for a pretty good support. This one is actually only has a 10% chance of spawning. Please work. That's right, you're pure fighting. Or close enough. No. Muramasa. That's right. Yeah, you actually run the ship here. That was a crit? No, that won't be necessary. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's only one puppet left here. And that's a 5% one. Hello, rat. I already got you, so I'm just going to mosey on over. There we go. Byakuren Hijiri. That is the rare spawn of the area. And there you have it. Now, speaking of which, since we're here, let me go ahead and check out the puppet set that I've accumulated. Alright. So you, Void Fighting, Void... Oh, by the way, Void is effectively this game's version of normal. Dark, Sound Electric, Sound, Void, Illusion Electric, Psychic Electric. That actually would make up for a pretty cool typing in Pokemon. Sound. There is no one-for-one for sound in Pokemon. Another sound. Nature Dark. Now, I already got a Dark type though, so Fighting. Light to Electric. Water. Cool. And Fight. Poison. Steel, Earth, Wind. You know what? I think I'm pretty happy with my team for now. And with the XP share always on, even if I were to swap my team around, farming them into relevancy would be pretty easy. Are we on time? Alright, I can still keep going for a little while yet. Mirren Temple Cemetery. Bake, huh? Why do you have lipstick? Then why'd you attack me just like that? I didn't even manage to get puppets anyway. Ooh, that's actually a pretty spiffy battle theme. Kogasa, huh? Ooh, I am so glad I did that. No. Alright, so that's Kogasa. 8 to 10. So level range is like what, from 8 to 10? You know what, screw it. I'm actually going... There. Oh, wait. Oh, that was close. What is it? Attack up, that's actually rather nice. You just wasted your turn, though. No, that won't be necessary. Given this is a cemetery, there's probably a whole bunch of ghost types. Oh! The Eastern Zombie! What's the term again? Ew. Alright, what did you learn? False Scourge attempts to endure. Alright, alright. Oh, there it is. There's the 5%, the rare spawn. 5%. Ah! Ah! Fuck! Ah, there we go. This time I'm not taking any chances. I'm stealing you right off the bat. Nope. Mima doesn't need a nickname. She is the nickname. Right. I don't suppose there's any travelers? No. The big bell. Clearly. Alright, I'm gonna have to suck up on friends. Give me a moment, guys. I know where the shopkeeper is. Give me a moment. He's in the hut. Alright, first let me sell some stuff. You know what? Concern better to go ahead and stock up. Pretty should be enough. Concern I think from the looks of things, it may be a little while before I hit a merchant. Alright. Now there's still one more spawn left in the graveyard. And this one is the 10% chance. No, not this one. There we go. Yuyuko! This one is the 10% chance. Oh, alright. How about this one then? Please don't... Oh man, I lucked out. That won't be necessary. Oop, wrong video, but here we go. It's a rare candy. Sugalite hairpin. Item, give, current charm. Nether, that's it. In this game, Ghost is Nether. Well, I don't need to be as polite about this one. So, I already have caught another one back in the village. Boo, play with me for a while. Alright, I will play. Fair warning, it's gonna be rough. Alright. That's right. You should at least try to look surprised when you make things interesting. Dude, I'm a blank slate character. I don't look surprised, like, at all. So, one thing that makes effectively Sage, aka Ass Shaker, a bit of an annoying puppet is mainly because of its ability, Usurpation. Basically, any moves that's supposed to lower her stats, instead buffs it, including accuracy. So, if you're in, do be careful before you hit her though with a debuff, because you have no idea whether or not when that's going to come back and bite you in the ass. No, nothing there. No, nothing. Wait. Can't go there. Fine. There's a bunch of nothing. Alright, Sukuna, you're up. We? There's only you. You see, this one is pure poison. And poison is obviously weaker too. And definitely weak to Earth. You're still talking, aren't you? Contract threat is, well, Wait, where is it? Here we go. Indeed, it's the Great Ball. How are we? Inside the cemetery cave, alright. You know what, now would be a good time as Sandy to go ahead and put an end call this stream. So thank you for everyone for coming, and until next time, take care.